trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm automatic, it's a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with...
Tonight, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports.
3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4.
Taken in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
On the screen, this is Eckler. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Number 30,
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
and 6 yards.
Sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will.
Murray.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Murray. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go, you might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Goldman. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Brandon, To me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made at the
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. To throw again. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Off play action. Jones. They'll roll him out right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. All that for a 2-yard gain. 2nd down. This is Gallman. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards there. First down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job seeing he got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
7-yard line.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Damian Williams.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense...
And that is caught! Touchdown, Raiders! Juju Smith-Schuster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Oh, fancy running by Murray. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 19 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Flush to his right.
And the Raiders are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll look to run with Dillon.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Operating from the gun, Jones eluding the pressure right. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Daniel Jones with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Open man, Taylor Gabriel. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play. First down, Denver.
Here's Murray. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Intended for Austin.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Murray looks to throw again, second and 10. Take it in by the tight end Doyle. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Now Murray off play action. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And unable to connect, incomplete. I give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Set him back 5. And that false false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now Jones. He'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On fourth down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So we have come to halftime and what's already... All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. The drive begins with a handoff to Gallman. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Wayne Gallman.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Darius Slayton. That's good.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
At the 45-yard line.
Jones on first down. Now complete this to Ingram as tight end. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Off the play fake. Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So much for a run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Operating from the gun. Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Lining up for
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical is one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard
The
line.
Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And the Broncos first down.
Running on first down, Eckler. And some room to maneuver. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. But they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First down, Broncos.
From the gun, Murray firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Murray looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line.
Gain of 12.
12 yards there as they move the chains. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. On the move to his left. He'll run it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Murray. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Murray's pass.
Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
They start on the ground with Gallman. He'll have a first down past the 40. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Off play action. Jones escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball down the field as well.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
28.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4.
Wayne Gallman, the ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
Jones hit in the ball zone. The Broncos say they got what they do.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes, but 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they caught one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Murray going to throw. And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
To throw again, Murray. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their route.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Juju Smith-Schuster with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. A pass there over the middle to start things out. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31. Operating from the gun, Murray. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Goes first down.
From the gun, Murray. His throw incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, but it's going to be second down.
It's second down and 10.
Throwing again. Murray steps it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. The Broncos on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Here's Murray from midfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Up and down the middle of the field. And the ball is knocked out. And the Raiders pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Gallman again.
And I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've... And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Murray now on 1st down. That's complete right side to Gabriel.
Murray's
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Try! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Murray. He's got Jack Doyle. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is out of bounds here. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a...
And this is caught for the Bronco touchdown.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that.
And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. McCann's got it teed up.
set to kick off.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Gallman will run it. And some room to work. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line.